Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips on how to become a good software developer or programmer. So let's get straight to it. So the first tip I'm going to share with you is to have a goal when you start developing software or when you start learning how to develop software. What's your end objective to learning programming? Do you want to become a game developer? Do you want to become a mobile app developer, a web developer? Or do you want to develop for artificial intelligence programs and the like? Like there's so many different fields which you could pick from. And even when you pick a field, try to figure out, why are you learning software development? Is it because you have an idea that you want to put out to the world? Because software development is about putting out ideas and creating projects that people love. Or is it because you want to land a job as a programmer or a software developer? When you have figured out why you are trying to learn this particular thing, you get a clear sense of what exactly you should be learning, what tools, what frameworks, and the like to help you best put out your ideas or your goals. The second tip I want to share with you is that you do not have to be super smart to become a software developer. Many people probably think people who develop software or are programmers are really smart people and they're just like understand things way better than most people could, but the reality of the fact is no. People who develop software are just ordinary people who are probably just as smart as you are right now. People probably created your favorite games. The guys who created the PlayStation, the people who created the iPhone. They are just ordinary, everyday people who took a little time out of their day to learn a skill and then honed in on that skill and improved and got better. You learn to realize the more you develop that most of programming is a repetitive process. It is quite repetitive once you've learned the skills, and you are always learning. Like you never reach to a point where you feel like, okay, I'm smart enough in order to create the next iPhone or the next Google. So you do not have to be super smart at all. The third tip I want to share with you guys is that you shouldn't get too obsessed with trying to master different languages. Most beginners usually start programming and they see this language and they get excited and hop into tutorials trying to learn that language, and they'll see another new language and hop straight into another set of tutorials trying to learn that language. The reality is, concepts of programming are more important than the programming language. Of course, I won't say the programming language is not important. If you decide you want to become a web developer and you want to learn JavaScript, of course you have to hone in and kind of master JavaScript, but doesn't mean you should hop onto every JavaScript framework that comes in. One interesting quote I remember seeing must have been from the Hacking with Swift certificate, which said programming is like art. Don't spend too much time sharpening the pencil when what you should be doing is drawing. I think it said something like that. So what you should really focus on is what's going to help you create in the shortest time. Understand general concepts of programming. It's the same across languages, and just dive into it. My fourth tip is that it takes time and repetition. Learning to program is a skill. It's a skill like playing basketball. It's a skill like playing the guitar. It takes time and repetition for you to understand and to get really good at it. So that means it's going to take practice, just like every other skill. So you really just have to separate a bit of time every day to repeat it, to go at it, and the more you do it, trust me, the more you do it, the better you become. So my last tip is that you should learn a skill outside programming. So this is a bit different from all my other tips, but it's really important because once you become a programmer, you realize systems and stuff you create them for things that are outside computer science and programming in general. So go out there and learn to play your keyboard and try to see, how can I integrate my programming skills to make my keyboard playing interesting? Do I want to create a social network for keyboard players in my city? Learn a sport or something. Just keep your mind moving, keep your body healthy, and learn. Just have a general love for learning. So that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you really picked up something. If this video is useful to you, please leave me a like and share it to somebody who it might help. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.